The world has been testing you, not to break you, but to see if you're worthy of everything it's been holding back from you. Welcome to Dark Stoic. Today, we explore why the universe reserves its greatest rewards for those who absolutely refuse to quit. You've been taught that quitting is a decision. It's not. It's a slow poison that enters your bloodstream every time you hesitate. Every time you pause at the threshold of pain and whisper to yourself that maybe tomorrow will be easier. Tomorrow is never easier. Tomorrow is just today with compound interest on your cowardice. The man who quits once has already quit 1,000 times in his mind before his body ever stopped moving. And the world saw every single rehearsal. It's been watching you practice failure, waiting to see if you'd ever stop. Marcus Aurelius wrote from his war tent, surrounded by death and disease, "Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect." He understood that the commitment you make to yourself is the most sacred contract you will ever sign. When you abandon that contract, you don't just lose progress. You lose pieces of your soul that take years to recover. The world operates on a principle most people refuse to accept. It doesn't reward talent. It doesn't reward intelligence. It doesn't even reward hard work in isolation. The world rewards endurance. The world rewards the ones who remain standing when everyone else has gone home. You see people less capable than you succeeding, and you wonder what they have that you don't. They have one thing. They stayed in the arena longer than you were willing to. Seneca observed this truth centuries ago when he wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." You have wasted years not through laziness, but through the accumulated weight of small surrenders. Every project abandoned, every relationship you walked away from when it got difficult, every version of yourself you killed because the transformation required more pain than you were willing to endure. You think quitting protects you. You think walking away from hard things preserves your energy for something better. But nothing better is coming for people who quit. The universe doesn't send opportunities to deserters. It sends opportunities to the bloodied, to the exhausted, to the ones who should have stopped but didn't. Your comfort is not a reward. It's a coffin you're building with your own hands, one quit at a time. And when you finally lie down in it, you'll realize you buried yourself alive. Epictetus, a man who was born into slavery and rose to become one of history's greatest teachers, declared, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Your inability to persist is a chain around your neck. Every time you quit, you hand the key to that chain to your weakest impulses. You become a slave to comfort, a slave to fear, a slave to the voice in your head that says, "This is too hard, this is taking too long, this isn't worth it." But what is worth it? Mediocrity? A life of almost? A grave filled with potential that never materialized because you couldn't endure another month, another week, another day? The distance between who you are and who you could become is measured entirely in your capacity to suffer without surrendering. History doesn't remember the talented. History remembers the relentless. Every great achievement you admire was built on a foundation of moments where the creator wanted to quit and didn't. The novel that changed your life was written through hundreds of hours of doubt. The empire that inspires you was constructed through decades of failure. The body you envy was forged through years of pain that most people would never voluntarily endure. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Your obstacles aren't blocking your path. They are your path. Every barrier is a filter designed to separate the committed from the casual. And right now, with every challenge you face, the universe is asking you a simple question. How badly do you want this? You want to know what separates legends from the forgotten? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's the terrifying willingness to continue when continuation makes no logical sense. When every sign points to failure. When everyone you trust tells you to stop. The universe hides its treasures behind walls of pain that most people will never scale. And just on the other side of your breaking point, just beyond where you've always quit before, everything you've ever wanted is waiting in the darkness for someone brave enough to reach it. Seneca wrote with devastating clarity, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Every moment of struggle you endure is building something inside you that cannot be built any other way. You cannot purchase resilience. You cannot inherit grit. You cannot fake the quiet confidence of someone who has walked through fire and emerged still breathing. That must be earned through suffering you chose not to escape. The people around you who seem unshakable weren't born that way. They were forged. They stood in the same fires you run from and made a different choice. They decided that the pain of persistence was more bearable than the pain of regret. And slowly, through accumulated refusals to quit, they became something you can barely comprehend. They became unstoppable. You are closer than you realize. That's the cruel joke of quitting. Most people abandon their pursuits when they're inches from the breakthrough. They endure 90% of the suffering and walk away before collecting any of the reward. They pay the full price and leave the store empty-handed. And for the rest of their lives, they never know what was waiting for them just beyond their last moment of pain. Epictetus taught, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." You must decide who you are before you earn the right to become that person. Are you someone who quits? Then everything in your future will reflect that identity. Are you someone who endures? Then eventually, inevitably, the world will have no choice but to yield to your persistence. The world is not fair. It never has been, but it follows rules that most people refuse to acknowledge. One of those rules is brutally simple. The rewards go to those who remain, not the strongest, not the smartest, not the most connected, the ones who remain, the ones who absorb every blow and take another step forward, the ones who lose everything and start rebuilding before the dust settles, the ones who treat quitting as a fate worse than death. Marcus Aurelius, ruling an empire while his body deteriorated and his enemies circled, wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Stop debating whether you have what it takes. Stop analyzing your chances of success. Stop preparing to begin. Begin. And when beginning becomes unbearable, continue. And when continuing feels impossible, remember that impossible is simply a word coined by people who quit too early. Your ancestors survived ice ages. They survived predators and plagues and wars that lasted generations. They survived things that would break your mind to witness. And they passed their strength to you. It lives in your blood, waiting to be accessed. You are not weak. You have simply never been forced to discover what you're truly capable of enduring. That discovery begins now. The next time you want to quit, remember this. The world is watching. It's always watching. And it's waiting to see if you're finally ready to claim what you've been earning through every moment of pain you've ever endured. Everything is on the other side of your refusal to stop. Everything. That's all for today. Stay dark, stay stoic. See you in the next one.